Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today we have another battle report for you, and it's going to be a Vanguard game, 1000 points, Nighthaunt versus Cities of Sigmar, playing the Battleplan shifting objectives from the Generals Handbook 2020. Today I'm playing a new player who's playing their very first game of Age of Sigmar with some models they've collected from the Mortal Realms magazines here in Australia. And it should be a fun game. I've just taken a very generic pirates list, as you'll see in a second, and he's taken what models he has. But definitely, please leave some comments below on where he should go to explore this Nighthaunt faction, and it'd be great to see. Always good getting new people into the hobby, and I love playing and getting games in against plenty of new people as our community continues to grow and grow where I am. So, let's get looking at the armies. So, we've got 1000 points of Cities of Sigmar today. We're going to be playing Scourge Privateers in Vanguard focused, and we're going to be taking the Black Market Bounty, so we get an extra D3 command points at the start of the game. For our battle line, we're going to have 3 units of Scourge Privateers, or Black Ark Corsairs, 2 units of 10, both for the crossbows and hand weapons, and then a unit of 40 at the back there with 2 hand weapons. We've then got 3 Scourge Rider Chariots and a Charybdis who's going to have the Felgaze Drakeblood Curse. It's all going to be wrapped up in a battalion, so we're going to be a 1-drop, and the battalion's going to be, obviously, the Charwind Beast Hunters. For artifacts, we're going to have the Drake Scale Cloak and on our Black Ark Fleetmaster there, and also we're going to have the Secretive Warlock command trait, and he's going to take the spell Shadowed Vitriolic Spray. And so, we're going to be playing against some Nighthaunt today.
Alright, so we've got 1000 points of Nighthaunt here. So up the front as our general, we've got the Guardian of Souls there. He has the command trait Ruler of the Spirit Hosts. He's going to take a Shade Mist spell in addition to his War Scroll spell.
Yep.
And he has the artifact, which is the Witchlight Lantern, to give him +1 to casting. Other hero there is the Briar Queen. She's also going to take the Shade Mist spell, and she's got her thorns there behind her. Battle line, we've got 2 units of 20 chain rasps each, either side there. We've got 8 Glaive Wraith Stalkers behind those. If they do anything today, they'll get some paint. And then up the back is our little flagship. We've got a nice Gorean one who will hopefully be able to do some work as well to hold up this list.
Awesome. Cool, so that makes the Nighthaunt. We're going to go into the deployment now, and we'll come back after all of that's done. So we're all deployed at the end of deployment. We've got the 3 chariots at the back. We've got our big blob of Corsairs there. 2 units of Corsairs screening out the front with the Charybdis and the Fleetmaster there. The big blob here is his honoured retinue. Across the table from us, we've got the units of Chain Rasp there aligned against us. We've got the Briar Queen behind one and the Guardian of Souls, I'm pretty sure I got the name right, behind the other. In the underworld, we've got the Mongol, the Thorns of the Briar Queen, and the Glaive Wraith Stalkers. We're playing shifting objectives, and I finished deploying first, so I get to choose who has the first turn, and we're going to give the first turn to Nighthaunt. So into Nighthaunt, hero phase, turn 1. Alright, so I'm started the battle. Because I'm Vanguard and I've got illicit dealings, I'm getting an extra D3 command points. So an extra 1, that adds into my 1 command point, so I'm going to start the game with 2, and Nighthaunt are going to gain a command point for their first turn. Yep. So we're going to try and cast Shade Mist with the Guardian Souls onto the Chain Rasp in front of him.
On himself.
On himself? Okay. So 2d6, trying to hit a 6, I believe. 9,
Yeah,
definitely casts.
So that's a 10 with the Lantern.
Yep, I've got no dispel, so it goes off. And then your other spell you're going to do?
Mystic Shield from her onto those Chain Rasps.
Yep. So you're going to give him a reroll once to save. That'll be a 6 to cast. 3 fails, doesn't go off. Cool, so I think that's the end of the hero phase there.
Hero, yep.
So, end of the movement phase, we've had the Chain Rasp both move on to these 2 objectives, characters in tow behind them, and then had the Thorns of the Briar Queen come up on the other objective as well. So, we're going to score 4 victory points, although we're going to get an extra 2 victory points here, so we're actually going to score 6 in total, because they're battle line scoring them. And now we're going to go into Scourge Privateers, or Cities of Sigmar, turn 1. Completely forgot to mention too at the start of the turn, this is the primary objective over here on the far right. Cities of Sigmar hero phase, done and dusted. We've got nothing to do in it. We've got no spell to cast because technically he's not a wizard, so can't cast Mystic Shield and all that, but he does have his own spell that he can cast, but he's not in range. So we're going to go into movement and come back after all of that's done. So end of the movement phase for Scourge Privateers all done. We move the chariots over to the left-hand flank, supporting the Charybdis. They've got a line of 10 Scourge Privateers, just sort of screening out, making sure those naughty Nighthaunt can't get anywhere. And then we've got the Fleet Master. He's moved up into the commanding terrain. We're going to fight over that with our generals. It's going to be fun. And we've got 10 Scourge Privateers. They've just gone there. They outnumber those Thorns of the Briar Queen, so they're going to cap the objective. And we've just got our big unit of 40 here in reserve, waiting to see what we need to do with it. We're going to go into the shooting phase now. So we're going to have these guys with their repeater handbows shoot into the Thorns of the Briar Queen. We're going to need 5s to hit. It's not too bad. And 4s to wound. Should be 5 armor saves on the Thorns of the Briar Queen. So 5 armor saves?
So 5 saves? Yeah, 5 up.
No worries. Save 1.
Save 1.
Not in range for your deathless
and
minions.
Just outside of 12 for the deathless minions. So
Ouch. So 4 are going to drop. Ouch.
Oh no.
Well, they scored your points. They did a job there. They scored points, and that's what matters. So these Blackheart Corsairs here are going to shoot the chain rafts. Only 8 of them are in range, so we're needing 5 to hit. It's not too shabby. They've been rolling pretty good, which is weird because I roll terrible on camera. And that was a miss. And then 4s to wound. There we go. Terrible. 2 armor saves on the chain rasp. No.
Save, Deathless Spirit, so 6s here.
Yep. No. So 2 chain rasps drop. Somehow my crossbows pierce ghostly skin and skewer them. So we're going to have the Scourge Runner chariots shoot into the other unit of chain rasp. The sergeant, he's going to hit on 4s with his crossbows. Hits once. And the other 2 are going to hit on 5s with their crossbows. Number 2. Wounding collectively on 4s for 1 armor save to make for the chain rasp.
1 armor save?
Yep, so it's from a crossbow.
5 up.
Saved it.
Saves.
The Ravager harpoons as well, so Sergeant he hits on 2s. Of course he misses with 1. And the other ones hit on 3s. So that's a 6, so it's going to be D3 mortal wounds. And these one wound on 3s. For neither. It's just going to be D3 mortal wounds going through. For 3. So 3 deathless minion saves, please. No.
None.
So 3 are going to drop from the Scourge Runner chariots. And then we're going to go into the charge phase. So we're going to charge the Charybdis. So 2d6 for his charge. Actually, we're going to quick the leash. So 3d6. Don't roll a triple. For 9, so we get to discard the lowest, so he's going to charge 9 inch. End of the charge, this is what we're looking like. So the Charybdis is going to strike first, so we're going to hit on 4s with his Fanged Maw and Tentacles. And then wound on 3s. Oops, we can roll that one out. For 2. So 2, you ignore my rends, so...
Yep, so 5 up.
They are damaged 2, so it turns into 2 rolls now.
So 2 Deathless Spirits.
Yep.
And nothing, so 2 more.
2 dice so far. Then we got my Clawed Forelimbs, 3s.
Can do them all at once or leave them nearby.
And 3s. 1 more.
1 more, 5
5 up.
Save.
No, and a 6 up.
Deathless Spirits.
No,
6.
save it. We got D6 attacks from my Lashing Tail for 4. So hitting on 4s. 1. But wounding on a 2. Wounds. Same again.
Which is fine. So 5 up to save. Doesn't save. 1 damage.
Yep, 1
So
damage.
Deathless Spirit, 1.
And then my handlers to end it. 4s. Both hit. And 4s. Both wound. So 2.
So 2 saves. 5
Yep.
up. Neither. Deathless Spirits. Neither.
And they almost did as many as the monster. So the 2 elves at the back are as good at fighting as that monster. Your turn to strike back. We'll come back with a pile in of the chain rasp. The chain rasp are going to attack back into the Charybdis. They've got 4s to hit. You've got 2 attacks each and an extra attack from your Dread Warden.
Yep, how many models did I say I had?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Right, so 12 attacks.
24 attacks.
Oh, 24. Alright, so I'll do 12.
So 4s to hit. Let's go. Alrighty, we'll come back after we pick all of these out. And we're going to need force to wound now.
Force to wound, re-rolling ones.
Re-rolling ones. No worries. Force to wound, re-rolling ones. Easy. You can re-roll that one. Cool. Cool. So we're going to have, what is it? 8, 9 armor saves to make with the Charybdis. Mistake, wasn't 9, it was 8. So 8 armor saves to make. 4 ups. And he failed a ton of them. Ouch. Takes 5 wounds from the chain rasp. Ouch. So 5 wounds. We'll go into the battle shock phase after this. So Nighthaunt have elected to spend a command point over here. This is the only combat where they can actually fail a battle shock test, so they're spending a command point to ignore battle shock there, meaning we're going to go into the priority roll. After I calculate victory points, so I'm going to score 1. I'm only going to score 3 for the far side, because I control it with battle line unit, and that's the primary, so I'm going to get 3. So it's going to be 6 to 3 going into the roll off for turn 2. Before we go into the roll off though, we're going to roll to see what the primary objective is. 6, so it's going to remain on the far side. It's going to remain that one over there. And now we're going to go into the roll off. So whoever gets the highest goes next, and you break the ties. So I got a 2, you got a 4, you get to pick who goes next.
I'll go next.
Cool. Nighthaunt turn 2 coming up. So hero phase, you got some magic to do with your Nighthaunt.
Yep, alright, so the Guardian of Souls is going to go with Spectral Lure on the thorns over there, so within 18 inch, goes off on a 7.
Cool. 2 dice, one more.
Of course.
No, doesn't.
So 4, and then +1 for the thing, so it doesn't go off.
Nope. So
Briar Queen is going to cast Shade Mist on the chain rasp in front of her, so it goes off on...
I believe it's a 6.
6, yeah, that's right. Alright, goes off on a 6.
Yep, definitely goes off. I mean, you failed your other one, and that one's not getting stopped. Even if I had a wizard, I'm not stopping it. So, chain rasps there have shade mist on them.
Yep.
That's the end of your hero phase, correct?
Yes.
You've gained a command point back, so you are back to 1.
Oh, sorry. His command thing.
Yep. So, should have done this at the start, but we're learning the game with the new Nighthaunt player here. So, ruler of the Spirit Host, he gets to return D3 slain models. So, pretty much looking for 2, 3. There's only 2 dead, so they all come back. So, end of the movement phase, we've got the Mongols decided to show up. We then had the Briar Queen, she's just floating around the back there of the Charybdis. Chain Rasp and the Guardian of Souls have moved up in the centre there. And then on the other side, we've had the Glaive Rave Stalkers come in for some support from the Thorns of the Briar Queen. We're then going to go into shooting because the Briar Queen's got some shots. So, the Briar Queen, she's shooting into the Charybdis, yes? Cool.
Alright, so 3 attacks hitting on 3s.
Yep. 2 hits.
Wounding on 3s.
2 wounds.
That is -3 rend.
-3, so 4, 5, 6. So I've got a 6-up save. No, that's -2. Yeah, 5 to 6.
So can't save?
Yeah, no, I've got no save. So
Save, so 1 damage each.
cool. So 7 wounds. So we've got some charges now. Morgul's going to charge. 6. He's not going to make it. Here we go, 9-inch, so Morgul can't make it.
I'll use command point to...
So the Glaive Wraiths are going to charge. They've got 9-inch charge to make against those Blackout Corsairs. Nope, they're failing as well. And you've got a 3-inch charge, anything but a double 1 in the middle. They're in with a 10.
So they make the 10, so they attack immediately as well?
Yeah. Cool. We'll come back with their combat before combat resolution. So we've made the charge and we've piled in with the Chain Rasp. So we've got 31 attacks coming, 4s to hit. And 4s to wound. It's not particularly the best roll in the world. So we've then got 4 armor saves to make, so these are going to be 5-up saves. We save 1, so 3 are going to drop. So we're going to go back into some charges. The General's going to attempt to charge, because he's going to get in on a 10 is the only way he can do it, so 6 and that fails.
Stays there.
Cool. So now we're going into combat, and those Chain Rasps are going to attack again. So we've managed to get all the Chain Rasp in here now, so they're going to try and finish off those Black Corsairs with 41 attacks. So 4s to hit. Ouch. Come back after we pick them all out. The wound, re-rolling ones. Lots of ones to re-roll. We'll come back with them. So, re-rolling the ones for the wounds. And that's another couple, just another 2 in. So, we've got 10 armor saves to make, 5 ups. We make 1, which means the unit's going to be wiped. Chain Rasp got him. So, we're going to attack with the Charybdis next. He's got 5 attacks now from his Fang Tentacles and Jaw. So, we hit 3 times, wounding on 3s. Wound once, 1 armor save. Failed. 2, so 1 more. So it's damage 2 for that weapon. Just roll 1 more. No. So, cool. He kills 2. He's then going to heal 2 wounds.
You just roll a dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then he's got his attacks from his clawed forelimbs. 3s. Both hit. 3s. 2 wounds, so 2 saves. Damage 1.
Saves 5 up.
Save 1, and then deathless. No. It's tail for 5. 4s to hit. And 3s to wound now. 2. No rends, damage 1.
5 up.
So save 1, deathless minions. Save that one. And then the handlers, 4s and 4s. 1 and nothing. That's it for the Charybdis. So you're going to get to go with your Chain Rasp back. So the Chain Rasp, we're going back into the Charybdis. 4s. And 4s, re-rolling 1s to wounds. So you just got that one to re-roll there. Oh, that's a lot of armor saves. 8 armor saves on the Charybdis. He's got a 4-up armor save. That's much better. He fails 1. Save 7. Much better. I mean, last time, to be fair, I failed like everything, so sort of evens out. So we're then going to put the Fleet Master into combat. He was drawn into combat by the Chain Rasp, so he's got 4 attacks with his swashbuck, so he's hitting on 3s. 6s give him an extra attack, or an extra wound. And then 4s, so 3 saves to make.
3s, 5 up. Deathless spirits on the last, so is it just 1 wound each?
Yep.
Yep, deathless spirits.
So 1 dice so far. And the murder hook, 4s to hit. And 3s to wound, nothing from the murder hook. Doesn't murder anything. Can't murder what's already dead. That's going to be the end, so we're going to go into some battle shock. He's elected to not spend the command point over there, mainly because he's losing d6 minus 4, so roll your dice. On a 5 you lose 1, on a 6 you lose 2. No, 3 you are fine. Reason why he's minus 6 is he lost 3 and the Charybdis has got fell gaze, so therefore pointing out minus 3 as well. So we're going to go into Scourge Privateer, turn 2, victory points. We've got 1 there, or you're actually going to have 2, and then you're going to have 2, so you're going to have 4. And then you're going to count up the far side. So, just worked it out. The Glaive Wraith and they can't actually cap it off the Privateers because I've got 10 models there and he's got 10 models, so he can't actually cap me because I controlled it first. So, that means you're going to score another 4, so it's going to be 10-3 going into Scourge Privateers, Cities of Sigmar, turn 2. So, Scourge Privateer Hero Phase, I gain a command point, putting it up to 4. I'm then going to try and cast Vitriolic Spray with my General. This removes your armor save. So I need an 8 to cast though, so let's see if I can do it. I got an 8, you need to get a 9 to try and dispel me. Or you won't have an armor save. 7, nope. So those Chain Rasps there have an armor save of dash now. The movement phase, we moved the chariots up because we're just realizing that Mongol is a monster. So we're going to try and shoot him. We're going to go monster hunting. Charybdis stays where he is. These Blackout Corsairs here, the big units moved in the center getting ready to chase those Chain Rasp who don't have an armor save. And then we've got those guys just moving up, consolidating on the objective. We're now going to go into shooting. So we're actually going to shoot into the Glaive Wraith Stalkers with these crossbows over here. So the Sergeant hits on +1, so he hits on 4s. Hits once. And the rest hit on 5s. And 4s. 2, so 2 saves on the Glaive Wraith.
Saving on 4s.
So one goes down.
Not in range.
So one goes down. Cool. Dunk. So we're now going to go with the chariots. They're going to go into the Mongols. So Sergeant, he hits on 2s. Hits with both, and there's going to be D3 mortals to begin with. The others hit on 3s. Oh wow, only 1. But then they're going to wound on 2s. So they both wound. So 2 armor saves on the Mongols to begin with. Armor saves. Failed both. Cool. So it's going to be 3d3 damage, bringing the mortal wounds. So 3d3 for 1, 2, 3, 4. Is he in range of deathless minions? But does he have his own? So the Mongol takes 3 points of damage from the chariots. They're not having a good day today. That's going to be it for shooting. So we're going to go into charges. So we're going to charge with these big Corsairs here. They got a 5, so it's going to be a 6, so it's going to make it nice and easy. That's going to be the only charge we're going to do this turn. So, start of the combat phase, this is what it looks like. We've got all these guys in here, and so I'm going to use 2 command points. I'm going to give reroll ones to hit, and then the general there is going to use at them you curs. So I'm going to get a +1 attack on these Corsairs, meaning they're going to have 4 attacks each. So we've got the first weapon with 52 attacks. So we've got this twice. So this is going to be the first weapon. So the sergeant, he's going to hit on, because I'm in a unit of 15 or more, I get +1 to hit. And he already gets +1 to hit, so he's going to be 2s to hit, re-rolling 1s. So he both hit. And then the rest are going to be 3s, re-rolling 1s. And re-rolling my 1s. A few more hits there. And then we're going to be 4s to wounds. Well, 4s to go through, except your deathless minions. So we've done 18 wounds with the first weapon, so we're going to roll the second weapon. So Sergeant hits on 2s. And the rest hit on 3s, re-rolling 1s. And re-roll 1s. Scotch. And then we got 5s to wounds. Cocked there. So we're going to got 29 deathless minions. You rolled 1. 1. So take 28 wounds. Wow.
They're gone.
They're gone. Vengeance. So Chain Rush are going into the Charybdis, needing 4s to hit. 4s to wound, re-rolling 1s.
No rerolls now.
No rerolls now? Oh yeah, you've dropped.
Just 4.
Just 4. Cool. I'll make some armor saves. 4 armor saves on the Charybdis. 4 up. Can we roll that last time? We could take a wound, yep. So we drop to 7. I'm going to pick the Charybdis to attack back then. So the Charybdis is going to attack back into this Chain Rasp. He's got his Fang Maw and Tentacles. 4s to hit. Oh, they all hit. 3s to wound. 2 wounds, so 2 armor saves. And these are damage 2 apiece. Yep, 5 ups. 2 5-ups. No. But then it turns into 4 damage.
Cool. And Deathless Spirits for 4.
Yep. Save 1. So 3. And Charybdis is going to heal some wounds. And then we've got my clawed forelimbs. 3s and 3s. 1. Damage 1 this time. No, and yep. D6 attacks from my tail. 2. So 4s. Nothing. And the handlers 4s. Both hit. And 4s. 1 wound.
Save. No. Deathless. No.
Cool. And then I get to heal D3 wounds for 3. So heal 3 wounds. That's going to be the end of Siege the Sigmar turn 2. I'm going to score 2 for the center because I control it with a battle line, and then another 3. So I'm going to score 5 more victory points. That's going to put me 8 to 10 going into the roll-off for turn 3. All right, Battle Shock. Mainly because you can't actually lose the objective because you've got your Briar Queen there. She's within 6. So he's going to take the Battle Shock test and not spend his command point. So 3 or less, you're fine. 4 or more, you lose models. 3, fine. We'll roll for the primary now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. So it's going to be that's going to be the primary objective now. And now we'll roll to see who gets the next turn. Priority. I got a 5. You got a 2. I'm going to take the double turn. I think I can do some damage in this turn with it. Mainly, I don't want that charging me. That needs to die. All that's going to happen in Cities of Sigmar hero phase is I'm going to gain a command point, putting me up to 3 command points. And then we're going to go into movement and we'll come back after all of that's done. So, end of the movement phase, we move the chariots up, screening off that flank from the Charybdis, making sure that Morngul can't get in, because we don't want him fighting the Charybdis. Then move the Blackout Corsairs across the middle of the battlefield. We're going to try and spread them out and sort of block up those objectives there. We've not moved these guys, they're just going to sit there because they're holding the objective, so why move? And now Fleet Master just sort of going in here, general fight off to see who controls the commanding terrain. We're going to go into shooting. Alright, Corsairs, they're going to shoot into Glaive Rave Stalkers again, so Sergeant, he hits on 4s, both hit. Rest of them hit on 5s. Quite a few hits there. That's not too shabby. Oop. Wounding on 4s. And armor saves. You're going to need to take 6 armor saves on the Glaive Rave Stalkers.
They are 4 up.
That one's cocked. Again. Saved it. So 3 drop. And then next we're going to go with these guys, everything into the Morngul. So Sergeant, he's going to hit on 2s, hits with both. It's going to be D6 mortals for that one. The rest of them hit on 3s. That's D6 mortals, but the rest miss. But wounding on 2s. Because you're a monster and I failed to wound. So it's just going to be 2d3 mortals for 4. So just 4 damage. So we're then going to shoot with their crossbows. So Sergeant, he's going to hit on 4s. 1 hit. And the rest of them, they'll hit on 5s. Another 3. So we're going to have 4 altogether. And then wounding on 3s, because +1 to wound a monster. 3 wounds. Armor save as normal. No, fails them all. Taking it. 10. How many wounds has he got left?
10, that's him gone.
Oh, wow. That's the Mongol dead. Just enough. Got him. We're going to go into charges. Charge these Blackout Corsairs here. And so we've got a 7, 8, because I get +1 to charge. So we'll see where that lands me. So end of the charge phase, this is what it looks like. Making sure we keep both objectives. We're making sure we stay out of combat with both those characters there, so they're not drawn in. And we're going to pick the Charybdis to fight first. He needs 4s to hit. 3 hits. And 3s to wound. For 2.
So then for 1, we should remember then
2 armor saves.
2 at 5 up.
And that's 2 damage for that one.
Cool, so 2 death experience.
Killed 1, cool. I'm going to get my D3 wounds back, that's the most important. 3s to hit. And 4s to wound. Actually remembering, so 2 more. These
5 up.
Save both. D6 attacks from the tail for 6. And 4s. And 4s. All wounds, so 3.
5 up.
4. Like a boss this time. And 1, and the handlers, 4s and 4s. 1, or 4s and 5s, sorry. 1. 1 more.
5 up. No, deathless.
And 1. And then I'm going to gain D3 wounds back for another wound back. Bringing me back up to my top bracket. 5 attacks back from the chain rasp.
4 up. 2.
And 4 ups.
4 up to wound. 1.
And 1 armor save. 4 up. Nope, failed it. Back to 4 wounds. Took me down my bracket again. So, Cities of Sigmar are going to score all the victory points this turn, and Battleline control all the points. So I'm going to score 1, 2, 3 for the primary, another 2 for the center, and another 2 on that side, giving me 7 in total, taking me up to 15 against 10, going into Nighthaunt turn 3. Let's see what they can do. So we're going to try and cast Spectral Allure from the Guardian of Souls onto the Glaive Stalkers. What's it to cast?
7 to cast and +1 from his lantern.
Cool. So I need a 6 on the dice. 6, so it goes off.
So it goes off. And that is heal D6 Glaive Wraiths.
2. Cool. 2 Glaive Wraiths come back over there. Well, not that one. 1.
That's cool.
And
So
2.
that's movement done.
Awesome. Good thing they're all push fit models. Then we've got Shade Mist. I guess she's going to cast it on herself.
Yeah, Shade Mist herself. So it goes off on a... what was it?
6, I believe.
Yeah, goes off on a 6.
No, fails to cast. She's a bit more worried about all those privateers in front of her. Pirates looking to steal their stuff. We'll go into movement and we'll come back after all of that. So, we're done all the movement. Briar Queen, she's just moved because she's got a shooting attack, so she might as well put some shots in while she can. And we use the command point to run those chain rasps out of combat with the Charybdis running over there. Mainly because they are a battle line unit. Look, it's probably up against the wall for the Nighthaunt now. They've got a shot, a slim shot, but they got one, so we're going to try it. And now we're going to go into shooting, so she's going to shoot. Purely out of spite, she's going to shoot the Charybdis, so...
So 3 attacks, 3's to hit. Just 1.
She's running the other way.
3's to wounds. Wounds.
-3.
-3, so he can't.
So he takes the damage. So we're going to charge Thorns of the Briar Queen first. 6, so they're going to get in, but they're not going to get the Nighthaunt charge. Not going to get the slot machine charge. Now, there's an thing you can do with the Glaive Wraith. Because you've got command points, you can totally try and re-roll their charge if you don't roll the 9.
Yeah, so I'll do...
Playing slot machines? Yeah. So, Glaive Wraith.
Charging.
7. We're going to play slot machine.
Yep, let's go for a re-roll. So that's 1 command point.
6. They're still going to get in, but...
Just
So, the Guardian of Souls is going to charge as well. He got a 10, so he's going to attack as well.
I'm going to get right in there behind.
Cool. He's going to attack as well. So we'll go into his attacks first. So, Guardian of Souls gets to attack after he rolled a 10-inch for his charge.
Right, 3's to hit.
Nothing. Cool. So your first pick of combat, who are you going to pick to attack first?
I'll go the Glaive Wraith Stalkers. Yeah.
Cool. Glaive Wraiths are attacking first.
Alright, so it's 12 attacks, 4 to hit, re-rolling all misses.
Cool. And what do you need to wound?
So it's 3 to wound plus 1 from the Guardian being nearby, so 2's to wound.
Oh, nice.
So
2's to wound.
Yeah.
Of course, you still roll 1s. That's how this works.
Yep.
So 7 saves to make.
Yep.
So we're going to attack with one of them here. It has to go into him. So 5 to hit. No, misses. And then 7 into the Thorns of the Briar Queen. 4 hits. And 4's to wounds for 4.
Alright, so 5 up.
No.
No, Death of Spirits.
And 6s.
No.
Thorns of the Briar Queen are going to die. So the Guardian of Souls is going to go again.
Alright, so 3's to hit.
I'll hit this
I'll
time.
hit. 2's to wound because he's got his own buff.
Yep.
Or wound. So that's
3.
rend 1.
3 rend 1, so 6 ups. Save none. Damage.
1.
Damage 1. Silk, another 3 die. So we're -1 due to some Nighthaunt abilities. I'm +1 due to my banner, so I've got bravery 7. So I've lost 6 models. A 1, and I'm fine. Anything else, losing models. A 1. I'm fine. But you are going to cap that objective and score a victory point. So it's going to be 11 to 15 going into the roll-off for turn 4. So I got a 5, you got a 2. I think we can call game here. It was all banking on a double turn for Nighthaunt to even have a chance.
Yeah.
So, good game, mate.
Good game.
And, yeah, that's going to be it. Victory to the cities of Sigmar. Well, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the battle report, and please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave some comments down below of things we can do for the Nighthaunt player to help them grow this army and get better and better at it. Also, a special shout out to everyone who supports the channel via Patreon. You know who you are. Our Sinful Guard Militia members Christian Weir, Philip Ward, Caspon, Soren and Kenny Lull, and our Free Guild Regiment members James and AJC. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. And if you'd like to help support the channel via Patreon, you can find a link to our Patreon down in the Discord, in the links down below. You'll also find a link to our Discord down there as well, where you can come chat with me and other members of our community down in there. Thank you all for watching though. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.